That looks like the skull of a whale.
It's soft.
It's so soft. G'day guys, and welcome back to another episode.
We're Hayley and Brad, and we just got to Coffin Bay. The cruiser almost got bogged.
I did not do
Almost.
that. I did not do that. We've come down here to a place called Avoid Bay. It's in the Coffin Bay National Park.
And you shouldn't avoid it.
I don't know, that's what you literally just stole my joke. I don't know why you would avoid this place. It's beautiful. And again, it's just like nothing we've seen on any of the peninsulas in South Australia. We've got all these, I think they're limestone. Forgive me, I'm not a rock doctor, but I think it's limestone. We've got this beautiful clear water, plenty of weed about, probably plenty of squid. Just wish I could fly my drone in here. Itching. I have to leave it in the caravan so I'm not tempted. Check it out. This is the end of the little walk at Point Avoid. Very cool. A little bit taken aback by this because there's so much pretty like rocks and rock formations and stuff to look at in such a small little area. I reckon it rocks, hey? Rock on.
We spent the afternoon visiting all the little bays and coves in this sealed section of the national park. I climbed up a little mountain that overlooked Golden Island. There's some pretty good views up here, and I was super careful not to fall over. After a look around, we returned back to our camp at Yankee Bay to prepare for the next day, where we hope to find some four-wheel drive challenges and soft sand in the unsealed section of the national park.
Alright, so this is our site at the Yankee Bay Campground. We're on site 15, which we are absolutely loving. It's massive and we have a water view. We always love when there's a water view.
Certainly. And today we're going to head over the lake and into the Coffin Bay National Park. We're in the national park here right now, but not the four-wheel drive section, so apparently there's some pretty soft sand in there. We're going to head in there today, have a bit of fun and see if we can't get bogged.
We almost got bogged yesterday, so today might be actually it.
Well, at least we'll be able to dust the Max trucks off, justify their purchase. over there with full of water, so we'll go to the chicken track. Been driving for about 20 k's. It's taken us about an hour and a half, so it's pretty slow going. Much the same conditions as the Memory Cove track, except for there's just a little bit more sand here. Heaps of emus and no one else. We've passed 2 cars and they've both been going out, so we're hoping for a bit better weather today, but we'll take what we can get. At least it's not raining and not blowing its head off. But we're just come out to 7 Mile Beach, and it's good now because we'll have a pretty smooth run around the beach for 7 miles, I guess. We're going to drive down the beach here and cut across the peninsula to a place called Sensation Beach and see if we can't pull up somewhere nice for lunch. How have you been enjoying it?
I'm hungry. It's been a long drive, hey?
It has. It's probably got another hour to go.
Okay, well, let's get moving because I'm hungry.
We just come through this really soft section here and Haley goes, I think that was a whalebone. And I was like, I didn't see anything because I was just concentrating on keeping the car straight. Surely enough, that looks like a skull of a whale.
Yeah.
That is mammoth. And it stinks. Wow. Look at the size of these things.
I feel like there are grooves in it.
Do you reckon that's its like...
Oh yeah, it does kind of smell.
Do you reckon that's its like lower jaw or upper jaw? Maybe it's upside down.
Its mouth?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Looks weird. It's got some weird like joints at the back here, like sort of like spinal. Fuck, huge. And to think this thing must have washed up here and decayed. Because who would just put this here?
Well, maybe the bone came in. Just the bone.
It's pretty dense. Like, I feel like that would sink. Amazing. Good spot, Patsy. Fun getting back up there.
Am I hopping on here?
Had a nice little lunch out there at Misery Bay or Sensation Beach, and we just headed back over to the other side of the peninsula now because we've got to get back before the tides come in. Now, would I recommend coming out to Sensation Beach? Probably not worth the scratches on your car. On a good day, maybe, but the tracks are pretty tight and yeah, not very well maintained. So one to consider if you come out to Coffin Bay National Park, and she's a rough old track for 2.5 hours.
Okay, well that wraps up our time in the Coffin Bay National Park. We're leaving here today. We would have loved to be able to stick around and enjoy it in bad weather, but we've been here for 5 days now already, and we've just got to keep moving on. You know, like, as much as we don't have commitments and we don't have a set timeline, you still ultimately do kind of have a time frame, because you've got to get to certain places while the seasons are right. And ultimately we're heading for WA, and particularly the southwest region of WA. We want to be able to really enjoy while it's warm and before it gets too cold. It's currently, I think, the 20th of January, so we're aiming to get to WA in a few weeks, so we can't sit around here for much longer. I mean, it's nice today, but still just so windy, and it's just going to keep picking up as the day goes on. We've still got the whole west coast of the Eyre to explore, so today's plan is to keep making our way up the west coast and check out some of the beach camps along there. Where are we off to today?
I think we are off to Farm Beach.
Correct.
Wow. That was an easy one to remember.
You can tell who does all the planning.
In the door, I could have sworn I've seen your face before. So glad that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to hold.
We've just taken the short 4-kilometre drive from Farm Beach out to Gallipoli Beach, and it's named Gallipoli Beach because 40 years ago Mel Gibson and his mates were out here making a movie on the landing at Gallipoli. I don't know how well it resembles Anzac Cove in Gallipoli, but it's pretty wild to think that the people that made the movie picked this as the set. And must have a pretty good resemblance. I know that it is west facing, same as Anzac Cove in Gallipoli, but it's just, you know, trying to put yourself in the minds of those soldiers that fought. You know, if this is even remotely close to what that looked like, you've got this beautiful blue water and just a sheer, you know, 70-metre cliff face. What a terrifying ordeal. Hayley and I walked out here this morning on sunrise and just took a moment to reflect. It's a very pretty place. It's a bit windy today, but you can really see it in all its beauty when the sun comes out and shines on that water.
So we came down to the beach for a little afternoon beer to watch the sun go down, and the beach is hard as a rock, so Brad didn't let the tyres down, but then of course at the end here where he has to turn around, it went soft.
It went so soft. I hope we don't have to let the tyres down. We just went on a quick afternoon beach drive, and it's hard as a rock, it's like concrete, and then I'm like, oh, this is actually getting soft, and the beach starts getting narrower. I'm like, probably gonna have to find a spot to turn around, wide enough to turn around and keep my momentum, and look what happened to my momentum. Let's see how we go. I've just engaged 4 drive, so hopefully I can just crawl out.
You almost had it. It's just that one. Just that tire there. Just, I reckon, roll back and then go. Thank goodness. It was about time he got bogged.
I am sorry, people of Farm Beach, I'm sorry about your beach. But I'm not letting my tyres down. Like, look at that over there. There's just trenches, and then you come up here, and it's not even making a dent. Oh dear. That was so funny. I think I'm gonna have my Zupa Duper now.
Yeah.
Let's stay here.
A part of his plan, giving me you was like giving me another chance. Thank God that you said hi, 'cause I was way too shy. What would have happened if you just had passed me by the night? We keep on drinking, keep on wishing for someone out there to love. All those little moments, the bus you didn't catch me looking over your shoulder, just at the right time. Those little moments all led me to you. Only God knew about all those little moments. We keep on drinking, we keep on wishing.
Just left Farm Beach, and this morning we're going to head up to Greenlee Beach, just only a few kilometres up the road. But we have to head back into Coffin Bay because Coffin Bay and Elliston, which are about an hour and a half apart, are the only places where you can get water and do your dump point. So if you're travelling in this area, keep that in mind because there's going to be a little bit of backtracking.
Alright, so I've rocked up to Greenlee Beach Campground for the night. It's only $5 a night, so you can't complain about that for beachfront views. Now you wouldn't believe it, in true South Australia style, it is blowing a gale. Gail loves it around here.
Who's Gail?
Oh, she loves South Australia, but she also loves WA, and we're heading there soon, so we're in training. I think we're actually getting better at dealing with the wind because it was so blowy up where the caravan is, and we like spied out this little spot that we thought would be protected, and we've come down here and sure enough it's protected. So happy days, we're gonna chill here, go for a swim and enjoy it. And there's a rock pool just around the corner too. Don't think that one's gonna be protected, but hey, we're not gonna complain.
Morning guys, it's been a bloody smick morning down here at Greenlee Beach. The wind was down pretty much all morning. It's about 11 o'clock now and it's just starting to feather in. It's only supposed to get worse for the rest of the day, so we're going to move sites from here. We are going to go north, but for the day I think we're going to go south because there's a cove right down there that is protected from the southerly wind, I hope. We'll see you down there if it's any good. Otherwise, we'll catch up north.
I'm so tired of you always playing with my heart. I don't know if I can go on much longer. Wanted you to love me, but all I ever got was scars. You just keep on acting like you don't.
How about that? So this is Coles Point, just up the road from Greenlee Beach, only like a couple of Ks. It is mint and completely protected. The water is so clear.
You've been hurting me like it's nothing, and telling me that you love me. I don't understand. Baby, I'm so done with you. I'm so done with you. I'm so done with you. I'm so
Now that's what happens when a mummy dolphin and a daddy dolphin love each other very much and they make little baby dolphins. So cute. Look at them, they're going nuts. Oh my god, they'll beat themselves. Whoa, are you getting this? That's insane. They've been playing in there all morning like this. All playing, and it's so special to witness something like that. But we're going to keep moving up the coast. Feels like we've been moving every day because we pretty much have been moving every day. But we just checked the weather for Eyre Beach, which is a place that we've had marked on our map for ages, and we really want to go there in good weather. And the weather's supposed to get really bad in a few days, so we've got a few days of a window to enjoy Eyre. So we're going to pack up here now and yeah, head a bit further up the coast and check that out.
So if you come to this campsite and you want to get down onto the beach, it's a bit of an adventure in itself. Check out the beach access. I don't think that's up to code, hey?
Look, it's held in by a rope. And then there's another one just there. You get down there.
You got your sturdy anchor point here.
Show them how wobbly it is. That one's even worse, I reckon. The metal one down there.
Have you been down there?
Yeah. I went for a swim down there yesterday, Buzz. Pretty good spot. Just sitting up there at the van having me coffee, and I saw a school of fish here just like only 20 meters off the beach. I couldn't help myself, so I grabbed the rod and I'm gonna have a flick and see what they are. My bet is on salmon. What's yours? Leave it in the comments. Got one. Well, there we have it. 2 fresh fillets of Australian or Western Australian salmon. That's my first filleting job on a Western Australian salmon, so don't judge me for it, but I've got 2 pretty good slabs of meat there. Figure out what I'll do with them next and I'll show you guys. Wasn't kidding, there's my afternoon tea there. My coffee's gone cold and my muesli bar's half eaten, but better zap it in the microwave. She's cold. Zap it in the microwave and pick up where I left off. Well, it's been about 10 days since we've last done a shopping trip, so we're running pretty low on ingredients, and I couldn't really get too inventive with this salmon. All I had in the pantry was a bit of burrito spice that I could spare, and I can just have that when it goes cold. I can have it on sandwiches or something like that, but here's a little bit, see how it goes. Salmon with burrito spice. Oh, very delicate. Damn, that's good. It's like chicken but better. Wow, I'm a fan. Nice. Hats on backs all around. It is a scorcher today. It's about 40 degrees right now, and just down from our site, which is just there, there's these little rock pools, and the difference between there and here in the water is about 23 degrees.
Feels like people just have all these hair dryers and they're just blowing it at me on hot. So hot and windy.
Oh, lucky you got these beautiful little rock pools in here to swim in. Tide's pushing in a bit, so it's not ideal. It's not at its best, but still good enough. Look at this one here. It's almost like it's a spa bathtub. It's got a little ledge around it you can sit on. Perfect. Well, as you can see, it's a new morning and the typical South Australian weather has rolled in again, but we've had some really good days here at Eyre Beach. So strange being like Australia Day. We had pretty much the beach to ourselves the whole time. And this Eyre Beach has got to be, this and Rapid Bay, my top camps in South Australia so far. We've still got a bit more to the coast to do though.
Yeah, we've spent like almost a week now slowly making our way up the west coast. We've still got so much to see on the Eyre Peninsula, but we're going to end this episode here. Today we're on our way up to Elliston and we're going to stop there for a few days and go into a caravan park. We haven't actually been in a caravan park for over a month, but the reason why we're going to do that is in this area you have to start paying for water. There's been no water since Coffin Bay, and even that water was a bit dodgy.
Yeah.
And now like we need to fill up water, and if we were to fill up our tanks and pay, it would be about $15. So we thought we might as well just check into a caravan park, get
well, $15 and a $20 site is the same price as a caravan park.
So that way like we don't have to keep paying for more fill-ups. We can just do all our washing. We've got to rinse all the salt off the setup because it's just caked in
Parked
it's
here for a few
so much
days.
salt spray. But yeah, we're just gonna head up to Elliston today, and then we'll pick up in the next episode, which will be all about Streaky Bay.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you haven't already, give it a thumbs up. Tell us what you're up to in the comments below, and subscribe if you haven't, and we'll see you in the next one.
Thanks for watching.
Cheers, guys. Bye.